ABC Kinderteach presents This Is Not a Valentine, written by Carter Higgins, illustrated by Lucy Ruth Cummins. He's riding on the bus and it looks like he might have a Valentine. This is not a Valentine. He's talking about the flowers. Since those come with buckets of roses and bushels of tulips. Tulips look like this. That smell like Granny's fresh out of the garden. So he's talking to this girl and telling him that these flowers are not a Valentine. All I've got are these, and I already blew the wishes off most of them for a rocket ship or the last cinnamon bun or moon boots and a mega blaster. So they were just dandelions, but he gave them to her anyway. So he likes her and he keeps giving her these gifts for Valentine's, but he's a little bit nervous, so he says, these are not really Valentines. But he keeps giving them to her on Valentine's Day, I think. This is not a Valentine, since jewels and gems, fancy rocks like diamonds and rubies, belong in treasure chests or museums or on ladies who sing at the opera. I wonder what's in this little container. Oh, it's a little toy ring. And the fanciest ones don't come out of some machine at a grocery store anyway. So he must have got this plastic ring out of a machine at the grocery store. But this one matches your shoelaces right there. If it won't get past your knuckles, you could wear it on a string. And the knuckles of your hand are these things here and these right here. This is not a Valentine, since sparkle and pink and glitter are not your favorite colors. It looks like it's this cape, maybe? Let's see. It is a cape. You like the brown in the mud puddle and fish food orange and that purpley blue on your nose when it's a mittens kind of day. But red is pretty good for superheroes, and you are my favorite one. He gave her a cape too. He keeps giving her presents like the dandelions and the plastic ring and now this red cape. You must really like her. This is not a Valentine, since those things have fancy cursive, which looks like this, and swoopy spins on words that sound like mush. Words like love, hugging, and how wonderful you are. This one is scraps and rips and drippy glue that dried funny, and the green marker was the only one that worked. Besides, the teacher made us make these. So he drew a picture of her and cut out some pieces of paper and glued it all to make it look like her, and he used green marker and he gave it to her. But he's saying, this is not a Valentine. I think he's still feeling a little funny about giving her presents. This is not a Valentine, since you're up there at the front of the line and I am the caboose, last in line. I think he's going to throw a paper airplane to her. Yep. Maybe one day we'll both be in the middle. I hope it's a Wednesday, maybe a Monday, or any of those other days, really. Until then, this whoosh, and there's the airplane. This is not a Valentine, since the cooties, body lice, but in this case, little imaginary bugs, tumble out when you open one of those. It's a frog. But if you get the cooties and I get the cooties, then we can have cherry juice and chicken soup with rice together. And she's holding the frog that he gave her. This is not a Valentine, since sugared hearts and suckers give you cavities and belly aches. I wonder what he's giving her. But I found this at the bottom of my lunchbox. You can have the jelly side, 'cause I like peanut butter best. Maybe I'll have some left over. Maybe. So he gave her a half a sandwich, just a jelly sandwich. This is not a Valentine, since it's got sharper edges than dainty old lace. Lace looks like this. But if you play Duck Duck Goose with kids who run real fast, you'll just get stuck in the stew pot. So meet me at the hopscotch squares. Here's hopscotch. My lucky rock will help. So they're going to play hopscotch together. And that looks like a rock with eyeballs glued onto it. This is not a Valentine, since it's not giggles and whispers about where the best hiding spots are. But the second best one is in the hollow of that trunk. That one over there. We're the only ones who know. This is not a Valentine, since I don't only like you today, I like you tomorrow and next Tuesday and last week too. So he's telling her, I'm not giving you Valentine's today because I don't just like you today, I like you all the time. Of course he really is giving her presents, right? There's that frog hopping along. I like you all the days the school bell rings. There they are sitting together. Just one more time. And there's a bell.